Hello, Internet. Welcome to... you thought I was going to say Game Theory. Nope, this is Awesome Bro 201 Theory. Well, that's not the channel name, but still. That's not the point. The point is, why Wheatley is in fact the intelligence core, and how Portal 2 is actually just a revenge plot. So there's no denying that Wheatley is the intelligence core. For starters, they both have the same mark, that being a sort of three dots symbol, three dots icon you'd see on a message type thingy, whatever. Another thing to point out is that at the end of the first game, in the final boss level, the intelligence core was yattering on about how to make a cake. So it's no coincidence that he's called Wheatley, as wheat is a vital ingredient in cake. Okay, so we've proved that he is in fact the intelligence core, but how does that conclude that Portal 2 is a revenge plot? Well, first of all, he was thrown into the incinerator by Shell, of course, and he evidently survived since you hear him, well, all the other cores, but we're just going with him, so, yeah, you hear him scream whilst he supposedly explodes. You know, you hear an explosion sound and a scream played at the exact same sound. We know that most objects in aperture science can't really be destroyed. I mean, have you tried cutting through stuff with a laser? They barely get damaged at all, so a little fire wouldn't hurt them. Okay, so they probably would feel pain, if they can even feel pain, but they wouldn't get physically damaged too much. Maybe a few scratches and dirt marks, but other than that, not much.
That still doesn't give us a conclusion that Portal 2 is a revenge plot story thingy.
Alright, I get it. If you're gonna convince someone to believe your theory, you've gotta create a backup. No, I don't mean that in a storing a human's consciousness into a super intelligent computer AI kind of way. I mean backing it up with evidence. In the first half of Portal 2, Wheatley is pretty much your best friend forever, until he gets attached to GLaDOS's body and goes haywire, and spends the second half of the game trying to kill you. Now, you could argue that he can't even be the intelligence core, as Wheatley was literally designed to be a moron, and the intelligence core was designed to be, well, intelligent. Now, as I can't come up with evidence to prove that he isn't actually a moron, all I'm going to say is that GLaDOS is notorious for lying. Ask anyone. Also, if his sole purpose is to be a moron, then how come he has good ideas, huh? Okay, future me here, informing you that I couldn't find the clip where he says, now go catch one of the crap turrets and bring it back. So, yeah, there we go. Well, I've just said it just now. Because I was probably the only human to actually find that. So, yeah. Go fetch one of the crap turrets and bring it back. Not even I could have thought of that. Never mind the fact that I had to find a walkthrough video to even know how I was meant to do that. Wheatley has good ideas that work. Just he doesn't always realise that there's a way around them. And seems to be completely oblivious of the fact that you have a portal gun for cake's sake. Okay, now for the part where I explain how it's all a revenge plot. First of all, Shell, the character you play as, tried to incinerate him. And as that's the first impression he gets of Shell, she didn't really have a good reputation. So he's bound to want revenge, so he pretends to be a friend, which I actually fell for. He was literally my favourite character up until he becomes evil. And he even tries to save you from some egg-shaped, red-eyed machine guns with metal legs. But all that gets sucked straight out into the vacuum of space when he's attached to GLaDOS's body, and then puts her data and artificial mind thingy into a potato. Now in control of the entire facility, he goes all out to try and kill you. Including trying to mash you up with a mashy spike thingy, which hilariously would turn GLaDOS, or rather potatoes, into, well, mashed potatoes. You know. So, he didn't become evil due to being attached to GLaDOS's body, he's just evil all along. That little lying piece of scrap metal. Until he gets sucked into the vacuum of space, and Shell ends up in a wheat field. Now, I don't know why the other cores didn't become evil, maybe because intelligence wasn't right at that core. Yeah, I think if I was a core, I'd probably be the cringy joke core. Or the cheesy core. Core! That'd smell. Yeah, I'll stop with the cringy jokes. Also, the reason he hates GLaDOS is because his first impression of her is that she's a super evil maniac, which, well, she is. So I don't know whether any of that is actually true or canon, but hey, that's just a theory. An awesome Bro 201 theory. I hope you enjoyed the video, because I enjoyed making it.